嗨，欢迎来到 Play， 你不孤单。世界越来越复杂，但你不用。在 Play， 我们一起探索，用最轻松的方式探讨人生中不同的主题。2024年底，我回来台湾，有别以往访客的角度，带着2箱行李。这次我没有回去英国，我留在了台北。通过街舞，我重新认识自己的故乡。在一次次的派对中，上课前、比赛后，我听到台湾舞者们的故事。大家是如何开始跳舞，但现在又要去向何方？这份来自 New York Bronx 的礼物，它是怎么横跨太平洋，在台湾落地？那这门艺术，这份文化，它接下来又会怎么在台湾继续演变？今天的采访比较特别，因为它会是一个全英文的对话。那原因是因为我们请到了一位非常重量级的国际嘉宾。这位嘉宾远从巴黎飞来，他在国际街舞圈几乎无人不晓，他征战各大国际赛事，多次夺冠。这位嘉宾的舞蹈充满极致的节奏感与张力，毫不夸张地说，他对音乐的诠释已经到达了巅峰造极的境界。但街舞只是他的一部分，在舞池之外，他是一名萨克斯风手，一名鼓手。那正如他所说，更是一名真正的 underground lover。Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, flying all the way from Paris. His dance has mesmerized artists around the world, earning multiple international battle titles, and over the years, established his name on the global stage. His movement carries an extraordinary sense of rhythm, sensitivity, and intensity. It is no exaggeration to say that his musicality and understanding of music have reached a level that very few can match. Yet, dance is only one dimension of who he is.Beyond the dance floor, he's a saxophonist, a drummer, and as he described himself, an underground lover at heart. Throughout our conversations, you can feel his deep love for the street culture, along with the profound reflections and insights. I am incredibly grateful that he was willing to share his stories that were vulnerable, yet deeply meaningful. Without further ado, here is my playtime with Raza. Welcome to the show. Thank you, Raza.This is, episode 1, and we're here interviewing Raza, who has been traveling in Asia, going on places, and dancing and teaching and having great conversations with everyone for the past 1 month. This is Raza's last day in Asia, and he is feeling great. Definitely not tired, not jet-lagged. And we were great to have him here for an hour with us just to share how he's been feeling and also just his journey as an artist and as a dancer and as many more. Not trying to put a tag. So yeah, I guess to start, do we want to give a brief introduction to whoever that doesn't know you? How would you want to, share?
Myself, you mean?
Yeah.
Always hate to introduce myself. So me, I'm Raza.Artist from France, from the 90s generation. Artist as mostly known as a dancer in our community, but also I play music, and yeah, that's it. I'm a dancer, I'm an interpreter, I'm a sometimes choreographer, I'm a musician. I'm a underground art form lover.I would say first.
Let's start with that.
Ouais, let's start with that.
Okay. And I guess what makes you Raza?
Oh, no, it's so hard. It's so hard because I really try to not have a analyze of myself, too much. And it's really something even in my art journey that I try to let it for the others. I feel it's good to know himself, but it's also good to let the people, to know yourself because of what you reflect on the people. So the columns, I don't know, and it's so different on a
day to day.
Ouais, kind
It changes all the time.
No, because it's true that there is something, there is a common thematic that still goes on and links everything that I do, from the art to the non-art to the chill moment to the moment when we talk. This link is more about the trying to sincerity and authenticity, in what you do. Love the simple things, put value on the simple things, put value on the human things. Yeah, for me it's really important.
Okay.
So it's not columns, but this is like the big thematic.
It's a big circle.
Ouais, the big circle.
There's so many pieces of it.
Ouais, exactly.
That makes you, and then you're picking up new stuff every day into the circle.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I guess then we can go into there and pick one of those, and we start.
Okay.
How did you get into dance?
I get into dance because of my cousin. When I was, I think, around 15, my cousin is older than me in 1 year. And when we were young, he was really like kind of my big brother. Me, I have a little brother. So I am the big one of the family. But him, he was kind of my big brother. He made me discover a lot of things, good and bad.
Yeah.
And especially the hip hop. He made me listen to my first hip hop tracks. I think it was DMX in English. The first and the video clip. And in the video clip, at this moment we saw some people dancing and mostly sea walk. So we started kind of. My approach to dance is like this because in my family we don't have the dance. And people don't dance. In my friends, in the area where I was living, people didn't dance too. Really few dancers in my hometown. So it was really with him. And so at this moment, I didn't realize. We were not into dancing expectations or dancer projection. It's just that we see the video clips. Oh, this is fun. We look at this is fresh. Oh, look at that move, etc. And after. Every time, because we spent a lot of holidays together at my grandmother's place. And so when we met, every time during the holidays, we checked, hey, look what I have new. I have this step, it's called like this. This is a variation of this.
A little show off between cousins.
Yeah, but no, yes, show off, but mostly play spirit, like a game, I have this new card, look.
Oh, yeah.
And after, so this was really my first introduction to dance. What is dance and the first time we move. And after, it was, so around 2010, in France, there were this big movement called tectonic. It's electro dance, actually. It's electro dance, but at this moment, there is this brand called Tectonic. People wanted to labelize their thing. I don't know really the history, but it was called the Tectonic. It reached out on TV. It was really famous, and because it was a big movement, and it reached out on TV. And at this moment, so we could see for people who don't dance, etc. On the TV, we see dance culture. Is part of the dance culture, and in this movement, so it becomes really famous in the college, in the schools, etc. In France, there was this big movement. Me, I get touched, but not really. It was more about the energy than the aesthetic, because the aesthetic was a bit special, and I was not really into it. But inside this movement, there were one guy. His name was Spock, and this guy. It's funny because in me, I don't know electroculture. It was really a bridge to enter the hip hop.
Yeah.
And this guy, I learned after that this guy is really a legend in their culture.
Okay.
Ouais. And the Spock, he mixed his electro. I saw this video where he started to dance tectonic. Okay, and at one moment he do a wave. He put his hand on the other arm. And he start to do a wave like this, and his hand follow. The wave follow his hand like this, and after he do some slide and glide. And at this moment, my brain explodes. Wow, incredible!
Wow. Okay.
And me, I'm part of the YouTuber generation. So it means that I see this video, and after you see, there is the recommendation.
Oh, and you kept looking.
The algorithm helps you to get into your thing. So when I saw this, I said, "Wow, what is this move?" Check the comments. Yeah, it's called actually. Since some people who wants to share their science, actually, it's not.
This
It's
is
called slide and glide. So after you type tutorial slide and glide, tutorial wave, at this moment, this was this way of moving. It was still called Smurf.
Oh.
Ouais, that was we were still calling it Smurf in France, enfin in the internet for the people, because people already know now there is pop, lock, etc. Smurf,
Right.
Smurf is a kind of the I put some signs, kind of the mistakes that France did when we had the first informations.
From
Because
the
we
street
don't
dance.
we didn't have the names, the label of everything, so we called it. We made some mistake. Maybe I don't know the story, but maybe there were one step calling like this, and people thought, okay, this is the whole name for everything. Bon, I don't know.
Classic.
Voilà, classic.
Warehouse house.
Exactly. So at this moment we called it Smurf, and I started to watch tutorial, etc. And at this moment, voilà, dance had a huge impact on my life.
And you started there with YouTube.
Yeah.
Single move.
Ouais, like this.
Mhm.
And it took really a big place in my life at this moment. So I continue to practice on it, etc.
Mhm.
And maybe 1 year after, I discovered the dance formation.
Mhm.
I passed the audition, and then I entered a tunnel.
Training.
Well, training and mindset and everything, but really a tunnel, a big tunnel with no light, but for the
Ooh.
good, huh? But it was really intense. I really dived in. Yeah, because the year after, I didn't know about anything.
Wow.
And after I discover, and after I enter the thing, and I say, okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Voilà, this is how dance enter in. So it was really fast,
Yeah.
really intense, but really for the good.
Mm. Okay.
I exited this tunnel maybe because I was really focused on it 100%. Maybe for more than 10 years I was into the tunnel.
10 years.
That's why I say it's
Whoa.
intense, really intense.
Okay. Is that your attitude to other things too? Or has dance been this special thing that kept you in the tunnel?
No, I can have this obsessional mindset sometimes.
Uh-huh.
On some things, but in a healthy way. When I say obsessional in a healthy way. But it's true that now I try to work on it a little bit because sometimes it's too much.
Oh, okay.
But I always sometimes I'm too much stubborn.
Stubborn.
Well, stubborn. And when I have something in my mind, I cannot let it go, this idea, and it's terrible. So yeah, I'm kind of the same in other things in my life.
Okay. And does that go the same with music?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
because
was thinking about it.
Yeah, when you said that with other things in life, I saw the lyrics and I'm like, huh.
For example, I can tell you how I studied the drum,
Yeah.
because this is really an example of it. So we started a project called Oswela some years ago, maybe three years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, something like this. And so we started this project, and me at this moment I was playing saxophone mostly. And so we started, and at this moment we play with the MPC. The only rhythm was the MPC.
Okay.
And at one moment, we made a rehearsal with a drummer. A real drummer came, and we felt like, with real drum, it's good. The tracks are good. The feeling is good. We need a drummer. So we were thinking, okay, let's find a drummer. We can drum, but he also dancing, also connected to house, also, so many specificities. And me, I was like this. I let everyone think about who can be the drummer, but me, I already have an idea in mind because I always wanted to play this instrument. So at one moment,
Ooh.
at one moment, I say, you know what? I will be the drummer.
Right. You took the chance. Went for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But where the stubborn starts,
Uh-huh.
it's because from the moment I said this, we had our first concert was planned 6 months later.
Right.
So it means that when I started, I know in 6 months, so now I have to start the drum, and in 6 months...
You'll be on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's intense.
That's why when I say obsessional.
Oh.
So at this moment, I said, okay, so I have 6 months to learn this and to be presentable on stage, to do something good. So for these 6 months, my life was really composed only by learning drum, buying the drum, taking classes, and practice. I was practicing around 6 hours per day, every day.
What?
Voilà, for 6 months. Voilà, that was the challenge.
You didn't do anything else?
No.
Wake up, grab a cup. Well, you don't drink coffee. You
Right.
wake up, you had your breakfast, and then boom, 6 hours.
Voilà, exactly.
Wow.
Voilà, this is an example of the stubborn, because voilà, some of the others and they were right to be a little afraid, you know, like they didn't know. Okay, they trusted me on my motivation, and they know that when I talk, I rarely talk for nothing, you know, just to voilà. When I talk serious most of the time. So if I said okay, I will do it, I can do it. They trusted me. Voilà, they knew okay, he's gonna do it thing. But they were this little risk.
Yeah.
But I entered a new tunnel for this. Non, c'est incroyable cette histoire.
And then what happened after 6 months?
Alors, what happened after 6 months?
Did Raza do well?
Franchement, it was so good. With really humility, it was really it went really well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people thought that I was playing for some years. Ouais. After me, you know, when you have this, I already have this rhythmic love addiction too. In class, I was always tapping some rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, there is always some rhythm. When I was anxious, I always make rhythm.
When you were anxious?
Always
okay.
with my teeth like this.
Ah.
But it's always in with pulse.
Okay.
Always.
And it calms you down.
So it went well, but it's true that because me, I was a musician before dancer, and when I entered the tunnel of dancing, I stopped the music completely. Ouais, for 10 years.
Wow, you must miss music then.
But I didn't have the time to miss it.
Oh.
And my relationship with music before was a bit chaotic because I was in a conservatory. So it's really not conservatory is not meant to, you don't learn to love music there. You sometimes, and most of the time, you learn how to unlove music.
Too intense.
Ouais.
Discipline.
Alors, me, I would not say intense.
Oh.
Because voilà, the 6 months I did with the drum was intense too. So the problem is not the intensity.
Sure.
The problem is the program is the way of in France and in my city especially. The problem is how they transform the brain. En fait, they want kids. They teach kids how to be professional classic musician. And first, the classical culture is really, there is something really hard in the ballet. You see in the ballet, for example, you see the sacrifices. It's voilà.
Everyone is put into a mold.
Exactly.
Have to look and act the same way.
Voilà, exactly like this. Conditioned. Voilà,
yeah.
Exactly. So it was too hard for me. After the school, I had the numbers. And I learned that less than 1% of the people who get to the formation I did continue and be professional after. Less than 1%.
Okay.
So, voilà, we were in a class of 30 people every year. But there is less than 1% of these people who become professional after. The rest, they quit music, totally. And a lot of them are traumatized.
Oh my God.
And these numbers, the people who are in charge of this program and this education, they know the numbers, but they like this kind of numbers.
Oh, they're proud of it.
Yes, because it makes it elitist. you know. They can say, hey, we are here,
right.
because us only few can. We are here, you know?
Right, the fittest will survive.
Right.
So
Voila, I get really traumatized by this. So it was not hard to quit the music at this moment, to enter the tunnel of dance. The dance was a breathing, you know, after all of this.
And back then, you said you were playing violins.
Yeah.
Only violin.
Yeah, only violin for 9 years.
Only violin for 9 years.
Well. In a different context, solo, orchestra.
Okay.
Etc. It was really the whole package of the formation, classic musician with musical theory, solfège, singing, choral, and instruments together and alone.
Okay.
So voila. So when I enter the dance, I stopped the music, and it was for the good, because I was really traumatized by this. Now the violin, I really don't like this instrument. I have really bad memories about this. It's a really ungrateful instrument. It means that it takes some time before you enjoy it and the people around you enjoy it too, you know. So it's
I know what you mean. It's hard, fair.
I remember even some members of my family sometimes made fun of me because it's not possible.
Wow. But how about now when you listen to violin piece?
Traumatized.
Still trauma.
Ouais, still trauma. It's not after it's still music, and I respect every kind of music, etc. But it's really not one of my favorite instrument at all. At all. Anyway, so when I entered the dance, and after I went back to music, so they were really a challenge for me. And when we did this concert, so the concert went well, but it's true that there were a lot of pressure because of all of this journey, you know, starting music, quit, go back into it, etc. And me, in this project, I play 2 instruments.
Yeah, saxophone
too, voila. And I dance.
Exactly.
And at this moment, the intro of the concert, I did a lot. It was mostly, I remember, now we changed the intro. Also because I said, can we change it? Because I am dead at the beginning of the concert, because I come, I do the saxophone, so the and I dance at the same time. And because I have the instrument the more easy to carry on the stage, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can dance with it. Kwame cannot dance. It's difficult for him to dance with
on
the piano. Eric, same, difficult to dance with the bass. Me, it's the easier. So I had to push.
Ooh.
So I finished my our intro and my big intro into it, and my father was here.
Ooh.
Ouais. My father was here. My father is actually is the one who put me into black music. When I was young, he made me listen the record of James Brown, Maceo Parker, mostly Maceo Parker. I'm a big fan of Maceo Parker because of him. All of funk music, rock music, because he's a rocker. He's a guitarist.
Wow, okay.
And so he was here, and he was... my father is from Madagascar. He's a really a proud man, like a lot of African people. And so it's hard for him to show, things. But he was like this.
Smiling.
No, not smiling. That's the thing. Not smiling, but he did this. Thumbs up.
No, when you were on the stage.
Oui, but really, like, it was hidden, his thumbs. Like, yes,
wow.
Like this. And I know my father, and he had his eyes
red,
shining.
So
I knew that this was a real, like, and my father never come to see what I do. So that was one of the first things that he saw me on stage at this moment.
Wow, but what changed? Why did he decide to?
Because because he liked dance, but when I entered dance, he was really totally against.
Okay.
For him, I was wasting my life. I was making a big mistake in my life.
Wow.
He was really not supportive at the first. After, when he started to understand that I felt better in my life because of dance, he started to support me and he started to understand. Okay, and even after we have this is the exchange of generation.
Yeah.
I have the thought, the impression that because I made this kind of choices in my life, it inspired him, to also
Explore.
and be more focus on the happiness.
Oh.
To let your what you want to do in life. Life is short, so what you want to do in life is priority from the work, from the social and society pressure, everything. So I finished this solo, and after so the second track was on the drum.
Yeah.
And at this moment, I had to sit. I took
the drumsticks.
Drumsticks, and my hands were shaking like
Oh
this.
my god! So many eyes on you.
Ouais. No, it was more. Oh, yes, so many eyes, and also really pressure because it was all of the community, the underground dance community of Paris that came to support us for our first concert. So it was me, it's my family. All of these people, they are my family, my friends, people that I love, that I admire, that I really respect. So voila, we have to. 6 hours per day like this, but it's now. We're gonna see now.
Oh.
So that's why I was shaking. But if I remember good, the first track started with some cymbal stuff. At the moment I started to play the cymbals, the pressure was coming. Still the pressure, but was starting to transform into more pleasure. I played good. I played with tension. My arms was really tension. Now I feel the difference of the movement. Voilà, from the moment I started, I feel a lot of difference in my feelings, physical feelings. But yeah, it went good.
Yeah, tracks in.
So really nice experience.
Is that like some kind of flow that you went in? Because you said that when you started playing, pressure went away.
Ouais.
You're not nervous anymore.
Ouais. Bah, en fait, this is it, when I started, and voilà, for the dance, voilà, that's why I said in the links that I have in my different things, it's true that when I started, the pleasure that I take drive me, and I can, because me, I'm someone, I am really hard on myself. I am really conscious of the things. I analyze a lot. I'm a brain people too.
Raza is smart.
Well, maybe. But what I think. And so I have this part of my brain where it's hard sometimes to let it go. But when I enter this moment of kind of flow, surfing on feelings and happiness, it started to go natural, there is a roller coaster of
going
good
up.
things. We're going up.
Yeah.
True, going up.
Wow. Okay. Can I go back to how you, let's say, started with violins and then you went into Smurf, aka not Smurf, and then dance for 10 years, and then like what you said, pick out drums, get so good that people thought you practiced for years, but when actually you just practiced 6 hours a day for 6 months, and then here you are now. So like it sounded like it was a lot of journey back and forth, but also like venturing into other places. How has that, I guess, made you different? Because let's say let's put it into a topic of like dance. When you started as a dancer, you went through the typical training programs. You probably practiced foundations, learn how to listen to music, and then techniques, and then maybe after a couple of years you start having your styles. How has all of these different experiences shaped you and made you so unique?
Alors I think, en fait, the thing is that I never wanted to be a dancer. I started dance because I needed dance in my life. When I discovered dance, it was therapeutic. So I did this because I needed it. It was my oxygen to to breathe, to live. But I never wanted, to go on the stage, to go on the highlights, to go on dance beside a sing artist. I was never hyped to this.
Okay.
Commercial, no. I really don't care. I just wanted to be happy. So when I entered this formation, the purpose was not to be a professional. The purpose, it was just, I knew that I discovered it late because I was 18 at this moment. And I knew that, nobody danced in my family, etc., etc. So I had some backgrounds late, So I wanted to go really fast to still have the time to enjoy my dance journey after. So, but it was really for me. So these 10 years of tunnel, it was really about myself, not in a selfish way, but, more about taking care of me and discover myself, etc., than having real goals like I want to win this, I want to travel because of dance, I want to... No. My goal was just to be a good dancer because I knew that it would make me feel good personally. So I entered, but the thing is that after I get my work made me reach some places where I have some things I have to perform. I have some responsibility, I have to teach, I have etc. So it's more the moment that made me, okay, hey, you have wake up, you are a dancer, you have to, instead of me, okay, I am where I want to be. So it was really awkward sometimes because me, I love battles, but I love battles more because I love the freestyle. And the battle is the only place where the freestyle is highlight. We put budget on the freestyle, we put moment on the freestyle. There is the crowd, so the energy on this. It was more about this than I want this trophy. So I entered this place under the light, but me, I was not comfortable. There was this conflict between, okay, I go because I love. And especially I love the place, I love the energy, I love the people, I love some kind of way to be in the middle of the circle because of the energy, more than because I show off.
Right.
But at the same time, me, I prefer to be anonymous.
Right.
So it was always conflict.
Okay.
And I always felt that what I'm talking about, it's not the same energy as many of the people that I encountered. And no judgment when I say this. Everybody has his own energy, and it's really cool. Motivation. And so it changed the attitude. I was dealing with a lot of people who wants to express, who wants to talk, who wants to say, hey, I have something to say. Hear me and hear me loud. And sometimes I was a bit uncomfortable to find my own place into this system. I mean, dancer is really a show-off job. It's true.
You're a performer.
We are performer, and we are not like a musician. When we can music, you can listen it on a vinyl or on a track, and you don't see the people. You can feel just the thing. Now us, we are meant to be seen every time. We want to be seen. We want to be seen. We want to be seen. So this different of attitude, made me. I didn't know. Okay, so for a long time, I was really thinking to myself, am I at the right place? Because this is not what I want to do. Kind of. So am I at the right place? Because I see I don't act like them. I don't talk like them. My attitude is not the same as them. For most of them, because there is some people that really inspired me in that way, in the more low-key ground, where I will not say humble, because I don't say that the others are arrogant. It's more like, low-key and for the... But it's when we say for the culture, is this is why I love underground. It's because what we love is this thing that is not seen. It's we can feel it, but it's not meant to be... we can commercialize it, but it's not meant to be, And there is a lot of people that inspired me. I met, and especially my teachers, I met them. They became my teachers no, they were my teachers, but they became my mentors because I felt this energy into it, and they inspired me to go on this. So voilà, there is this tunnel of uncomfortable. But when the music came back, so after these 10 years, it's Kwame who made me go back into the music. Just like this, one moment we were in holidays, and he had the old saxophone. He said, hey, let's go play together. And I said, me, I didn't play for 10 years. He said, no, play. It's okay. It's going to be okay. And after, voilà, we play something. We made a little video. It's funny. And after, when I came back, I felt, okay, I miss it. So I bought a new saxophone and I went back to it.
Okay.
And at this moment, I felt that everything started to align more because I realized, en fait, it made a lot of sense of who I am, why I do this like this, why I enter the dance like this, and what is my posture. And it's true that I think that my posture is more the one as a musician than as a mover. I don't reach, for example, I have few power moves. I have some, but it's really few, and I don't reach this kind of writing because this is not something that I am attracted with. But when you are in the hip hop, voilà, it's hard because power move is one of our main things in our culture, you know, to show off, to put. But me, I wanted to put my pressure in some other things, and it's more the things that I have in the music. Music, it makes more sense. So when it get back, everything were aligned, and especially when the drum came, because the drum I wanted to play it since a really long time. And so when I enter after the competitions, and especially the competitions, I knew really who I am, you know, and what posture I come, why my attitude is like this, and why it's not the same as the other. You know, so I felt really more grounded.
Right. Wow. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like from the beginning of when you started, putting aside violin, there was this overarching line of like internal motivation, and it sounded like it's happiness that drives you to places. You found dance and it like healed you. It makes you feel happier than ever.
Yeah.
And you practice because you feel like it, because you like the idea of learning more about dance.
No, I practiced because I felt alive when I was doing it. Ouais, because really for me before it was complicated for me internally speaking. So when I did this, the moment where I was practice dance or music, the drum, especially the drum, voilà, I felt really present. I felt really alive. Like okay, at this moment, voilà, I don't overthink. I don't doubt of why I'm here or where I go, etc. All of these kind of questions that you can have sometimes, you know.
Okay.
Ouais.
And
you know, just to finish for your question, sometimes I have the feeling it's not a choice; it was more a curse. You know?
Oh, what?
Ouais, but a good curse, huh? A good curse. Huh? It means that something that arrived in my life like this, and I cannot go out of it. You know, it's like this, for the good and the bad.
Right. I get
you
what
know?
like it merges with you as part of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not just dance; it's music that later on you found more aligned to.
Well, that's why me I say I really reach a kind of authenticity and living moments. This is if I want to reach something, this is what I want to reach. I try to really follow my not intuitions, what I want, what you know. If I see a light there, I say okay, obsessional, let's go for it. And and that's it.
Okay. And do you think that you're at a place now where you know everything is aligned and right? Like dance, music, it comes back together now through like Oswella, but also like just you picking up more instruments.
But I hope no, because I hope that there will be more discoveries, you know,
True.
more. But it's true that now I enter a phase where I know I think most of the job is done. Now it will be like variations or add, that we add some into it. But I really hope that I will continue
There
to
will be
discover
more.
I love it. The changes every time. The changes, you discover things. Things come, things go away, and you discover and like this you realize that the world that you thought is like this, it's actually really way bigger.
Wow. Okay.
So I hope I will continue to discover this for a long time. For me, this is life. This is the purpose of one of the big purpose of life.
And I remember in our conversation yesterday, like you mentioned that even after dance, like even at times where places where you know that you might not dance forever.
Yeah, sure.
Like there are still things that you wanted to do.
No. Again, it's not. There is nothing that I want to reach besides of enlightenment. Voilà, this is the thing that I want to reach: enlightenment. After, I don't want to dance to be a prison. I'm ready to quit dance next year if I have to. I'm ready. When I say I will not dance forever, I don't only talk about the body thing. I also talk about, for example, me for now, I have the privilege to say that in my career, for now, I did only things that I want to do. I did some things that I didn't like, but it was a choice to do it, to try the experience, because I didn't know, okay, let's try it. After I know, okay, this is not for me. I don't do it anymore. So I really take this job as a patient job, If it becomes a regular job, I quit. For me, we sacrifice too much in dance. We sacrifice the body, the knees, the back, the feet, the ankles. We sacrifice the social, because I lost a lot of friends. Because when you enter this kind of way, you have, and especially when you get deep into it, you have your mindset change. You start to realize some things about the world that you didn't know before. And especially with Afro-descendant culture like hip-hop, And some of your friends maybe not
as aware.
Aware, exactly. So naturally, the path go in different ways. The family, because my family, now they understand and now they respect. But it took me 15 years to do this. And for one moment, I needed to go away of my family because it was too much heavy for me. So I said, okay, if every time I see you, I have doubts after, sorry, not sorry, but we're gonna see see each other later. Voilà. So for years, I didn't see my aunts, my uncles that I love, my cousins, etc. because of this. And even with my close family, sometimes it was hard. Anyway, my point is that we make a lot of sacrifice, and we don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have health insurance. We don't have retirement rent. So all of this, for one purpose, it's the enlightenment and the happiness. So if at one moment dance doesn't give me this anymore, the way I do it, because dance will always, but the way, if the fact to work with dance put me into a prison where I don't, for example, if I arrive at one moment when I teach, I don't have pleasure. If one moment when I do battles, I don't take pleasure anymore, or I don't feel that I discover myself, or, that I am through the journey and I am in some quite of just repeat something that I know. No, I quit. I go to be a taxi driver, and honestly, I'm really okay for it. I'm really okay.
Wow. I wanna pause and think about that. Like it's really deep, and I think you're one of the few people that is so aligned to your inner voice and you're so true to yourself. And I think it's really hard in these days and age to not be affected.
It's so hard.
I mean, in my culture in Asia, I think a lot of people are influenced by family's values way more than we realize, or way more than we like. And like what you said, not being recognized by your family when you dance and you found some passions that you have, you found the courage to like separate yourself and keep doing what you like. And a lot of people quit. And I just feel like, is that something that's always in there for you? Like that courage, that wanting to be enlightened and know that you're right, know that like you're doing the right thing?
No, because honestly, I have many doubts, a lot of doubts. Now that I'm getting a little bit older and more grounded, yeah, it's clear, but before this, for example, before this, every winter I wanted to quit. I said to myself, putain, what I am doing, I cannot know. They were up and down during this. I think my one of my strengths, and this is where the violin part had a good impact, is that on the conservatory, at least, they give you a good process to know how to work. And me, I have a good analyze mindset. So these two combined makes me to know how to work. And when you know how to work, there is improvements. You improve your dance, and the other people see the improvement and can, beside your talent, can really give you some energy to continue to go on. So, I think I never had always this motivation, but I always had this way of knowing, okay, the process is like this, and try to reach some quality, even if sometimes it was really low, but at least it makes the things more serious, more stable. Even with my family, at one moment, for example, my father stopped to be fair. So when he saw that I was happy, but also when he saw that I worked seriously into it, it was not just a kid dream. And someone who doesn't know what he's doing, and I'm gonna try this and make the biggest mistake of my life. Okay. He works for it for real. So that's it.
And when you say you know how to work because of thankfully to the violin experiences, what do you mean by that?
But I mean that the process is always the same. Is the foundation. Foundation is the key. Every time, in music, in dance, in everywhere, even when you want to learn the language, foundation is really the key. After is to appropriate yourself this foundation with your own history, and to know how to work is to have a good analysis of yourself. It means that you are able to take a step back of you, to have an overview of you, and to know that, okay, these days I need to work on this. Now I missed this. I was better to this part before. It can be a technical thing where I was better, my flow work move were better before. Or even an interpretation thing. I feel that I have difficulties to express this. I am too shy when I go to this. So it's have a good criticize, good analysis and good criticize spirit, trying to put the ego down, or if it is the ego, to transform the ego, to understand, and to don't stop and to make the things all about ego, etc. The discipline, because of it, again, to separate the things. Here, I know that I need to work technically. I know that this moment, this is not about technique. So don't mix too much the things. Or if we mix it, we know why we mix it. En fait, is to have conscious of what you do at the moment, Because if you don't, sometimes, for me, you can be really lost into, people tell you have to work the foundation, but you don't understand why you have to work the foundation. You don't understand in what way. And after you start to work on the foundation, but at the same time, you try to put sense into your foundation. But it's impossible because you are working on a new step you just learned that is not from your culture. So at the same time, you want to learn how to do the move, how to walk, but why you do this move? It's too much, and of course I can understand why for a lot of people it's hard to understand why. But I don't take pleasure into the foundation. Yes, but when you, for example, in the music, it's more clear. Because in the music, you have to work on your scales before. All of this technique. And after you play some songs, after you do some interpretations, and it's less, it's a bit more mature in this domain, because I love this. So every step of the process that you do, why you do it. So I could transfer this to dance. So it was clear on how to work, And it's funny because when I studied the drums after this tunnel of 10 years, I had to start a new instrument for the beginning, and I realized the process is always the same. So even when I teach after to my students, I could tell them, work on the foundation. And really, when I tell you want to work on the foundation, I'm not telling you an easy sentence that you can hear everywhere and to be like kind of sound like your OG guy,
We're losing the foundation.
Oui, voilà. Like this. So for me, there is really purpose of it. I know what I say. And it's really to say to the people, you want to reach your light, go through this. So,
And so we say we start with the roots of vocabularies, foundations of anything in dance and in music and drums, in English and French. And then afterwards, you work on how you express the foundations. And at some point, where does style come in? Like, where does your feelings, your intuition come in? Because you dance in very, very, very different to I dance. And you can see someone's life experiences in like their dance if they have like reached that level where they can express. But where does that come in?
For me, like you said, it's really in the background and in the life experiences, and especially for street dance. Because for me, we call this street dance not because it comes from the street. It's because I act the same when I dance that I am in the street. That's why for me, this goes street dance.
Damn.
Right? And for me, it gives more sense nowadays to stick on this definition. Because a lot of us, we started in the studio, So it's hard to say after, I'm a street dancer. No, it's not about that you dance on the street. It's because I walk the same way in the street that in my dance. This is it. After, it's true that I have the feeling that even when I was a beginner, the things, en fait, I wanted too much. I had a lot of things to express. So I had the feeling that even from the beginning, even if I didn't have the foundation or etc., there is still this will of expressing that was bigger than my technique, etc. So from the beginning, something reached out, even if it was dirty in the moves. I mean, in the quality, it was bad, etc. But one of my quality is that from the beginning, okay, when I come, I put something on the dance floor, something that comes from my heart, and that people can feel it. They like it or they don't like it, but it's not pleasable.
But it's you.
Ouais, voilà. It's like this. It's not meant to be. But this is the difference with the commercial. It's not pleasable. It's not meant to just enjoy it or entertain you. No, it's me. It's like this. Oh, it's good. It's bad, but at least there is a reaction.
Okay. And I remember you said that after 10 years of practices, you finally start to, you say, and you start having fun and enjoying it. Does that partially come from because you start expressing yourself fully now? You can do whatever you want. You don't get limited by like things you can do now because you can do a lot of things.
No, I still have a lot of limit. I still have a lot of limit. No, it's more that one moment I think the necessity of dancing for as a therapeutic thing was less. So there were more space to the enjoyment. You know, it was less tortured.
Okay.
You know, less dramatic. For me, personally, because I never danced so dramatically, but personally, it was less dramatic, so I could enjoy more.
Okay.
Right.
And can we just go back to your styles? Because I thought you've been playing drums for a while. Because at least the way that you dance, it's always so rhythmic. Like, it's so subtle.
Cool.
And it's all the compliments coming at you. And it does make me feel like there's so much musical elements in it. But it's not string elements. It's something very punchy. It's very like dun, 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 clear. So that's why it made me feel like, damn, he's been playing drums.
Okay.
Where did that come from?
I think I'm a funk lover. I'm a soul and funk lover, and in this kind of music, it's really a mix between it's not the softness, but it's a rough sensitivity.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Sensitivity.
Rough sensitivity.
Okay.
Bam. Like it's deep, it's soul, but it's punch it directly into your face, but in a cool way, you know? It's really cool. So I think, but like I told you, me, I was, when I was young, my teacher made me listen, so yes, James Brown, but me, I preferred Maceo Parker. And even the way that Maceo played the saxophone, it's so rhythmic, it has impact, pa, 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 pa. There is here I can find really the flow, you know. For example, my favorite rapper is Busta Rhymes. Ooh. So, pa, 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 you know, attack straight like this, sharp. I love what I define as flow for me is really like the way there is the pulse, and like the way you can play with this pulse. Sometimes you take it, you don't take it, you get back to it, you know. You come back into the bar, but in not force on the one, but maybe because of the bar before, on another placement, etc. Enfin, voilà, the rhythmic way is really something that I love, that really drive me. Also, maybe because, alors, this is theoric, I'm not sure. But it's true that in France, we have this jazz rock culture. So it's a dance, really French dance. And I have the impression, but this is really personal, maybe in some years it will change, so I'm still thinking about it. But I have the impression that us, in our history, and especially our house history, we were really inspired by this. Even if, the people don't dance like the jazz rock dancers, but I feel the connection. Maybe I don't know. Maybe after in the parties, the communities. I know the jazz rock came to the party, etc. House party. So maybe there were some exchanges. I don't know, but maybe there is this part. I'm a big fan of Broken Beat too. Broken Beat is impact.
I've seen some crazy rounds when you dance the Broken Beats.
I love I know when it starts when I enter a battle and there is Broken Beat, this is the only moment where I get to be not arrogant, but I am like,
this is my stuff.
Now I'm gonna do something
crazy.
I'm gonna have fun now.
Oh wow. Okay. And it's because one of the things that like I always feel like something that's really inspiring about you is there are so many facets. You touched on many things. You have so many experiences musically, artistically. You've done shows. You've gone on like different places. You're traveling now. And in the way that you described where that style came from, there are many different cultures than just the street dance. Like, do you think this type of learning approach, like taking on many things, is better than, I I started dancing in house, and I kept doing house, just one style, for like 20, 30 years.
But for me, you know, first, personally, me, I'm a métis.
What does that mean?
I'm a mixed, you know. My mother come from France, my father come from Madagascar.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for me, the purpose of my life is to mix the culture.
Right.
And
go down to the bloodline.
It's true. It's true. And now for dance, I know for me, it's you have to. And in fact, you personally you cannot escape it, because all of these dances are connected. So personally, if you just stick on one thing, like I just do house, I just do locking, for me, you miss the point of all of it. Because the hip-hop is influenced by the popping is influenced by several dances, the locking is the base of all of these dances that we do, and especially the house. The house dance is a dance composed by multiple dance. Pat Bourré, I think it's a jazz step. There is this one, I don't remember the name of this step. I know it's a traditional guoka step. The shuffle, I think it's inspired, it comes from the tap dance, etc. There is all of this style. The hoofing comes from the tap dance. The house dance, as we know today, we know it because of dance fusion, etc. They are hip-hop dancers. They brought the freestyle into this kind of dance, you know. Voilà. Me from Europe, this is why we know them. So it's mixed every time. So for me, if you say no, I'm a locking dancer, I stick on it. I know you are. And I talk like this, and I was in the tunnel, but in the tunnel, I know that there is diversity in the tunnel. The thing is about really differences, etc. Hip hop was created in USA, you know, even if it comes from black culture, Latin culture, but it was born in USA. Is the consequences of some exactly, but mixed in a bad way, in a terrible way, because of this history. But at the end, it's the logic and exactly the product, the logic answer of a capitalism and a savage system and that oppress some people. This is the answer from these people that comes from another part of the world with other roots, etc., etc. And it meets the jazz is the same, you know. It meets at this moment. Voilà, it meets me. I am the drum. I love the drum. But the drum, the snare. This instrument comes from the European armies. You see, so this comes from a mix at the end, you know.
Okay. Well, I still can't help to go back to when you said like you're mixed in like Madagascar. So does it mean that whoever that decided to just go tunnel vision into one thing, like they're doing it wrong? Or is there an approach where we should start broad, understand as many things as we can, and take things that we like, and then decide to put it into a place that we want to, let's say, develop a craft in? Like for in your case, it could be house dance. Obviously, you do more. Because I feel like a huge narrative that I've been hearing is there are people that are trained to, let's say play chess. You know, like they, like Garry Kasparov, like everyone started when they were 3 years old, 4 years old. And that's how you get good. And if you start, let's say, I mean, you were considered late if you start like from 12.
Yeah.
All the prodigies, all the grandmasters started when they're 3.
Right.
Tiger Woods, like he started playing golf when he was maybe like as soon as he can start walking. Like, what's the balance here then? If because street dance, like what you said, the culture came from mixed experiences. So maybe it's the right answer is to learn with different elements and pick it out. But how about to other things? Like, do you generally consider yourself as someone that likes to explore first before you decided you want to go tunnel for 10 years in dance?
No, I jump in the tunnel because, voilà, again, this is the obsessional part. I go for it and that's it. I don't read the magazine and after make the choice, you know, say, voilà, I go for it and that's it. But what you said is interesting. because it's true that a lot of time we compare to this kind of energy, where you have to start at 3 to be like this. No. A lot of time when I hear this, I ask myself, but why do we compare every time to this? Why do we compare every time to Tiger Woods? To say, no, I can enjoy it too, even if I don't have to be a genius or because again, all of these kids that start early, a lot are traumatized after. So us, we see only the people who succeed into their journey, and so we want to be like, but no, a lot of them are traumatized. A lot of kids didn't have a good childhood because of this. A lot of kids, we talk about the gymnastic. We know that now some kids have problem in their body because they trained too early into something their body was not ready to it. So sometimes we forget too much why we do this. It's funny because my father told me that. So when my father saw me in the concert, he told me, he told me, hey, it's funny because he told me if you started drum instead of violin, maybe today you could buy yourself an apartment just because of drum. And he was laughing, joking on me when he said it. And it's funny because in some way, maybe he's right. Maybe if I put all of this effort into drum, maybe I could reach, I don't know, but maybe it's possible. But even like this, I have no regret about how the journey came, So that's why sometimes it's good to know on what we focus and why we focus on the things,
I see what you mean now. It's that it sounded like it's listening to your heart.
Well, it's always the same. Huh? But me after it's easy for me to talk like this because in some way I believe in reincarnations. I believe that we have purpose about life, and it's not you don't accomplish it in one life. So it's okay if for this life you just do what you want. Maybe you will be this chess genius in the next life. So for when you have this kind of belief, maybe it's easier to
slow down
and put down the pressure.
Like there's always time for
time.
New things to explore.
Exactly.
Wow. I mean, like, I'm healed.
Welcome to this podcast.
Yeah, like this should be a therapist session, like thank you, Raza. Yeah, oh my god. Like that is beautiful. Well, I mean, that's a great place to wrap it up. So, I guess if there's usually I'll ask, well, not usually, this is my first time doing it. Like, I felt like this is a good place to ask, like, there are a lot of people out there that's trying to be an artist, movement artists, musicians, visual artists. Like right now, what we have to describe as art is like crazy amount, and it's very diverse. But what would you say to the generation that's coming, that's struggling, that's figuring themselves out, dealing with social media, like dealing with self-doubt?
Yes.
What would you tell them?
Franchement, good luck. Honestly, good luck, because I know that now, personally, I don't want to put down their motivation, but personally, now if I would start now, I don't know if I would continue, because it's true that now I feel that the pressure is really high. About the social media, especially, I feel that we see too much lights on the social media. We don't see what is the other perspective of all of this journey, and we see only the people who succeed. And in our community, we put it's good to put light on some people. It's good and they deserve it. But for me, we don't put light on the other people, and the people that do way a lot of work, minimum the same as me, and a lot of time harder than me. All of these people that have and that they are true examples at the end, because the people that we highlight sometimes, it's cool, if you work with a brand or something, it's really cool. But when sometimes you discuss with some of these people who work in it for some times, there is sacrifices inside, and sometimes I talk with some of them. I don't want their life, so after, it depends on what you want. Okay, so but don't think everything is too much on one side or the other side. Sometimes, voilà, I have my friends now that I am really proud of. They have their own dance company. Okay, maybe they don't have thousands of followers in Instagram, etc. But they have their own dance company. They can fill their fridge with only this kind of work, only this. They can pay their rent with only this. And for the young generation, my advice is really to acknowledge that the fact that you can pay your bills with only dance is already a privilege. It's already something huge, really huge. So it's cool to reach for your dreams. It's cool, whatever is your dreams. It's always cool. Me, I always support people to go for what they want to do. If it's not too much egocentric and based on putting down other people, put away the toxicity. But voilà, let's also put values on the people who have some dance company, humble dance companies, the people who work in the communal places, that teach kids.
Charities, volunteering.
Or even not charities. In France, we call this maison de quartier, for example, is the communal places that are in some how can I stress it? Some kind of ghetto neighborhood. But when I say ghetto, it's not a ghetto. It's just the suburbs. Not the big flashy studios, etc. Me, I discovered the saxophone in this kind of places. For example. En fait, the work that these people do is so important, so valuable. So the problem is that it's not recognized enough by the society. So they don't get the money that they deserve, And in our capitalist world, sometimes, en fait, too much time we put the value depend on how much money you win, and this is a big mistake in the hip hop. It's not because yes, for example, yes, I travel. Voilà, I did a lot of work this last month, traveling, teaching, engaging my heart, etc., etc. But for example, for me, it's really hard to do the administration of a dance company. This is really a job. This is really something. For me, it's easier. For me, it's easier to take a plane, even if it's a lot of energy. Take a plane, teach, share, etc., than reflecting on your next creation, trying to find a budget to have your creations, etc. There is a lot of things that we don't talk about and we don't value as it's supposed to be, in my opinion. So the young generation, for me, reach the light if you want, but don't sell yourself too much to go to it. Because in my opinion, you don't do it for this at the really first, and because there is a big chance that you get disappointed after, because the
truth is not as splendid or beautiful as you thought.
No. I don't know. Voilà, we have just to give an example, we have some people that work with brand. Energy drink brand. For some people, it's an example, but they don't hire a lot of dancers. There is specific dancers and specific amount of dancers that they hire. So it's not for me. It doesn't have to be a goal for everyone, because you have to understand that it's a pyramid at the end. So there is no space in this kind of places. There is no space for everyone. So voilà. Sometimes I see some of the young, even my students, and with my students it's more easy to say because I know them personally. So I see how they have to deal with their inner voice and the things that they think that they have to do about Instagram promotion, right, etc. And sometimes they put a lot of energy into the communication, which is good. I'm inspired to it because my communication is not so good. So I say, okay, this is good. The video is cool et tout, nanana. But after, me, because of we are older, I feel that your video is so good. But now there is a lot of other people that do so good video because the communication has grown so much. It's more accessible. Everybody has a 4K, can have a 4K camera, etc. It's not just on some people. So I see them, putting a lot of energy, etc. And after they are disappointed because they think
this is what it takes to become an artist.
Yes, no, more than okay. This will makes me get the buzz. With this, I think with this I will have it. I will have it right here, right now. And honestly, me, I don't want to be the same because me, I had this mentality sometimes. I want to have it right here, right now. Some stuff sometimes. But now with the experience, honestly, it's so cliche to say this, but it's really the journey who is more valuable. It's really all of the encounters, the way that you grow, etc. And after all of this growing, you can reflect it into your art, into your work, and your work becomes better. It's an exchange in the two ways. So, franchement, take your time. For the people who wants really to do it for their life, take your time. Because 10 years, now me, I'm 15 years into it. I am years old, and I have still a lot of time after me, Maybe I am just at the middle, and in 15 years, I experienced a lot of things. For my personal experience, for me, it's wow. It's more than my parents, than my two parents reunited, so it's huge. And I know I am just at the middle because I have a lot of time after me. A lot of things will come, will grow, with up and bad, and that's the real the real deal. Huh?
Right.
No, c'est vrai. It's true. Huh?
Okay, I see. So if I was to summarize that, it sounded like it's well, first of all, don't get too caught up on chasing the spotlights, or maybe it's the it's not always beautiful and as great as it looks like.
Or maybe chase the spotlight, but for the good reasons. No, really, really for the good reason, and again, don't sell yourself too much on it because it is ungrateful. Ungrateful, and honestly, I think the main enemy that we have in our culture is the frustration. And I think the frustration can arrive so easy in your life, in your head, in your brain. I know a lot of people, they are so good, so talented, and it's not just only their fault. Sometimes I feel the frustration because the system is frustrated. It's frustrating, The system is frustrating. So protect yourself from this because, the number of people. I'm from Paris. Paris is one of the capital of dance in Europe, and now in hip hop, it's also kind of worldwide. A lot of people come to Paris. There is events, there is energies, blah blah communities. I saw so much people coming into Paris with dreams and get their dreams really. It's violent, huh? And some of them, they still have the light, but now the light is hidden under a lot of other things. And it's okay. After life is not life has good and bad. It's not only a shine. Even if we talk healthy now, we talk healthy, but we find the healthiness through toxicity also. But sometimes when I see this result, I'm a bit sad. For them, they engage too much energy into it for a result where they are not proud of,
And they lose themselves in the process.
Yes.
That's probably what you meant by protecting.
Yes.
And enjoy the journey as much.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Well, thank you, Raza. That was beautiful. I think a bit of a reflection. I feel like I'm the type of person that also like pushes a lot and kind of get very frustrated most of the times because you're not doing well enough. Maybe it's the background of where I grew up in. I always feel like I'm not good enough as well. And I think art has become something that liberates me and has taught me how to, listen to my voice, learn to express, and love others to, provide for the community. I think the idea of a culture that's so much relying on people taking care of each other, that was something that opened my mind and changed everything for me. And I think for the whatever years to come, in whatever forms of art or in whatever roles you play, I play, either I move or not, if I don't dance or dance, if I broke my knees, I'm not sure. It's going to be something so important to me. And you've been a huge inspiration for me, I've told you. Like from the very, very first beginning, I was mesmerized by the way you move. It was so poetic, so clean. There was so much energy. There were so much stories and depth. And I think that's why I think it was something of my dream almost, to be able to understand and like know what's going on. That made you such a like icon in this community.
Oh là, putain.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for making this happen. And I really hope that whatever you just said can inspire more people, help more artists to come and make their life easier.
You know, I just want to rebound on what you just said, because voilà, now I'm speaking like this, but it took me a long time to be able to express like this with this kind of mentality. Because before I was also really hard on myself. This tunnel was not so easy. When I was in the tunnel, well, I was really hard on myself. Now I jumped in the other side where there is more light. The green is the leaf is more green, you know. And now I felt that I missed a lot of good moments. I have no regret, but I know that I missed a lot of good moments because of this. I was too hard on myself. And so I had no time to realize the privilege that I already had, the good places, the good energy that I was already experiencing. So voilà, just to clarify this. And honestly, for example, for me, what you just said, the reflection that you have on me, for me, it's a big honor. So thank you. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you for inviting me, voilà, to put value on what I have. It's an honor that it reflects some stuff for you, and voilà, this is also a privilege, you know. This kind of energy exchange. This is where I talk about what is the most important. Yeah. You are from here, I am from Paris. We are in total different world, total different societies, etc. But now here we talk and we exchange kind of good energy, good vibes, good inspiration. When you tell me this, I am as inspired as maybe you are from me. Because you tell some things that me, voilà, as I said at the first, I don't like to talk about myself, how I am. Now I realize, because you talk about me like this, I realize, okay, this is what I am. Because he sees me like this.
Right.
You know, right. So really, thank you for it. Thank you for it, frérot.
Damn! Wow, this is some self-love, self-help like sessions. Oh my god! Like,
oui, it's important.
Yeah, oh my god! I think we just need a drink and then like to give a toast.
Cheers.
Yeah, but okay. I think there's definitely more to come, and I'm so excited for what's there ahead of you. And yeah, I think to wrap it up, thank you to whoever that's going to listen to this, and check out Raza and Oswela.
Ouais.
And for all the sick events and projects that's going to happen.
Yes. And like you said, thank you for the people who listen. Thank you for the people who take time to listen and enjoy this. It's important. Thank you for this moment of sharing. And voilà, love is important, and protect the underground.
Protect the underground.
Because this is a sacred temple, so it's important to protect the underground.
Well, I guess that's how I wrap it up then.
Très bien. I think it's a good conclusion.
以上就是我和 Raza 的对话。如果荧幕前的你想更了解 Raza 以及他的乐团 Oswela 的故事，我会在影片的下方附上他们的 Instagram 账号。最后，无论你是否跳舞，就像 Raza 在今天的访谈中提到的， 希望我们都有机会真正去享受做自己热爱的事情，并且在那中间同时享受着单纯跟纯粹的快乐。我们不必为结果而焦躁，也不需要急着去抵达某个终点，慢慢走，慢慢体会，去享受那段追寻的过程。谢谢你收看今天的 Play， 你不孤单，我们下期再见。